Hi, my name's Jasper, and today I'll be taking you through how to set up and activate your Nano Patch Pump. Gather all the items you'll need to do your patch change. I like to lay everything out in front of me the way I'm going to need it. So it's your mobile phone first, then your packaged reservoir, then your pump base, and finally your vial of insulin at room temperature. First thing that we need to do is open up the Medtrum app on our mobile phone, and we tap the three lines in the top left to access our main menu. From here we go into insulin delivery, and then we select new patch. Then we're going to open up our reservoir patch. So in there you have the reservoir patch itself, which we lay flat on the table in front of us like this. Then we take out the syringe and the needle, and we attach those two together just by screwing those in nice and tightly, and then you can place that on the table in front of you, and we'll come back to that shortly. Next thing we need to do is attach our pump base to our reservoir patch. Now this bit is very important. So the way we do this is patch on the table in front of us, pump base in the other hand. You line the two up directly from above and then push down nice and firmly till you hear a click. The pump base will then beep 4 times. And then holding the patch in one hand, we push at a 45-degree angle in and down onto the pump base to make sure the pump base is sitting securely to the patch. Once you've done this, on your mobile phone app, your pump icon in the top right hand corner will have turned green, indicating that your phone is talking to your pump. Now we can fill our syringe with insulin. Remember that the pump needs a minimum of 70 units of insulin to work, and it can hold a maximum of 200 units of insulin. First thing to do is to draw up the amount of insulin you want to fill your patch to with air in the syringe. Then we take the protective cap off the end, and with the vial of insulin flat on the table, we insert the needle into the top of the vial, and then we push down and push that air into the vial. Keeping the plunger pushed down, turn everything the other way around. So now the vial of insulin is at the top and the needle and syringe are sticking out the bottom. Simply release the plunger and the syringe will fill with insulin to the desired amount. You may need to pull a little bit on the plunger to get the correct amount of insulin that you want. Don't worry if you introduce any air bubbles here, because we're about to remove those as well. Once you've filled the syringe to the amount of insulin that you want, remove the needle from the vial of insulin and then put the vial of insulin to one side. To remove the air from the syringe, what I like to do is pull back a little bit further on the plunger, and then holding the syringe in one hand, give it a good flick to get all those air bubbles to the top of the syringe. Then gently push on the plunger until you get a few drops of insulin coming out the top of the needle itself. Now you can pick up your patch and turn it the other way round, and you'll see on the reverse of the patch a grey circle indicating our fill port. We insert our needle into the fill port perpendicularly, nice and straight, and push it all the way in. But remember, we're not going to fill the patch with insulin yet, because first we need to remove any residual air that could be left in the reservoir patch. So to do this, you very, very gently pull back on the plunger, 1 or 2 of the black lines on the syringe, and you'll get one small air bubble in the syringe. And now remove the needle from the patch and place the patch flat on the table. Again, we need to remove any of the air inside the syringe. So the same process. Pull back a little bit further on the plunger to introduce a little bit more air. Give it a good flick, so all the air bubbles come to the top, and then nice and gently push on that plunger until you get a few drops of insulin coming out the top of this syringe. Now we can fill our patch with the insulin. So we pick our patch back up, we locate the grey circle on the back indicating the fill port, and again we put our needle in perpendicularly, nice and straight into the patch. Now you can gently push the plunger down and the patch will begin to fill with insulin. As soon as the patch recognises that it's got 70 units of insulin left inside the patch, it will move on to the priming screen on the mobile phone. Continue to fill the patch with the insulin to your desired amount. Once that's done, you can remove the needle from the patch, lay the patch flat on the table in front of you, and then you'll dispose of your needle and syringe in your sharps bin. The next thing we need to do is half press our needle button. In one motion, give it a firm push down until it clicks, and now the patch is ready to prime. Before we prime the patch, make sure that your mobile phone and your patch are at least 30 centimeters away from each other. Also, make sure that your patch is at least 30 centimeters away from anything that can create an electromagnetic field. That includes things like your microwave, induction hob, and any old or new patches that you have as well. Once you've done that and you're ready, you can access your app on your mobile phone and then tap Prime. Once the priming has completed, you'll get a screen on the mobile phone asking you to attach and insert the cannula. First thing we have to do is remove the safety lock from the patch, and you slide this horizontally away from the patch. Next thing you need to do is select the placement site of where you want to wear the patch. You can wear it on your arms, your stomach, your lower back just above your buttocks, and your legs. Remember, if you're wearing it on the arm or the leg, you wear the pump vertically like this with the pump base at the bottom. And if you're wearing it on your stomach or lower back, we wear the pump horizontally like this or like this. Key thing with the sighting of the pump is you need 5 millimeters of subcutaneous fat. So nice and gently remove the adhesive protectors. I'll be wearing mine on my arm, so I come round the back where I have that 5 millimeters of subcutaneous fat. I attach the pump to my arm. I run my fingers round the edge of the adhesive to make sure that's nice and stuck down, and then I apply 10 seconds of firm pressure to the middle of the patch to get that adhesive to set to the body. Once this is done, you're ready to insert the cannula, and this you do with one quick push of the cannula on the top of the patch. So push it quickly, push it firmly, and now the cannula is locked in place and I'm ready to activate my patch. So the final thing we do is we go back to our mobile phone and into the app, and we simply tap continue, and it activates the patch and the basal insulin is started to be delivered. I hope you found this video useful. If you still feel like you require further assistance, please visit our website www.medtron.co.uk.